2, 1.
Hello, guys.
I'm coming.
What's up?
I'm pouring up another cup. I'm nervous.
Woo.
That cup.
And we're back.
We're back.
Happy Tuesday, people.
Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to the Everybody But Me show, a show where we dive into the questions of singledom, always being the groomsmen, but never the groom, always being the bridesmaid, never the bride. I'm here with the best people in the world. To my right, we got Katie Dooley.
Heyo.
Heyo. She is one of my best friends. Like I said, known her since 7th grade, and she has been in a relationship for now 2 years?
Yeah.
2 years, and she is in a great relationship, very healthy relationship, and I'm very envious, and I love how they communicate, how they deal with their issues. Just a full, hands down, great relationship. And then to the right of her, we got Phil Williams, Mr. Phil Fit.
Hello.
Mr. Jupiter himself. He is, like I said, my big brother, my mentor, someone who's been training me since 7th grade, and I look up to him. He's kind of been my therapist as of late for a lot of things, and just someone I can really lean into and learn from and talk to. And he's in an amazing relationship. He's been through a lot, and he knows a lot, and I'm just so grateful for you to be here with us.
I appreciate it, man. Hello.
And then to the left of me, we got Dominique. Dominique is back, and she's in a great, happy relationship. I've known Dominique since 7th grade. I took her out on a date one time, and she made so much fun of me because there was termites in my car, and it barely worked.
Never forget it.
And then to the left of her, we got JP.
Yo, yo, yo.
And this show is really, 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 really about Pizzle. We call him Pizzle, by the way.
I do not know if that's a good thing.
But he is the definition of everybody but me, because I don't think, JP, have you ever had a girlfriend?
Yeah, I had one for about 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah,
2
then I
weeks.
got dumped.
So we're
Her loss.
We're introing JP to the show because we're going to try and find JP some love, you know what I mean? But we're going to dive into JP's love life and maybe his own red flags and green flags.
Not much of a love life, but we can dive in.
Yeah, we're going to dive into it all. And so today, the topic is red flags. We all seen them. Some of us don't dodge them. Some of us just run right through them and can't avoid them.
Stop looking at me, T.
Some just like to paint the city red,
Yeah, and some of us have our own red flags.
Yeah, and some of us have our own red flags, and Kitty's staring at me. So let's dive into this, guys. Let's have a ball. Kitty, lead us off.
I'm gonna. What is your red flag? Your walking red flag.
My walking red flag. Can I get a song to think about this one?
all right. Fine.
Let's get a song here. Let's have some fun here. Our first song.
Fill up your drink.
Fill up your drink. Let's get after it because we don't want no scrubs in this thing. What a song. TLC's a classic. Those are Phil's days right there.
That is true.
Those are Phil's days. We were all jits.
That was like 1970.
No, we're not going way that far back, but listen, that song meant it back in the day. If you were the passenger, you were not getting any love from anybody. Just saying.
Hey, but Phil was just making the joke. The passenger's now the entrepreneur. With gas prices
Yeah,
so
what
high.
if you drive a 2010 Honda?
You're the man.
You got wheels, man.
You ain't broke. You're not walking.
You have no car payment. You're saving money.
Yep.
There you go. That's me.
Interest rates, man, they're high.
So you may be avoiding this question, Tyler,
yeah.
but we're going back to it. We're talking about red flags, and what's your red flag?
All right, so I got a little minute to think about it. And my red flag is I don't have balance. If I really like someone, I want to be with them, and I let kind of things go to the wayside. And that's something I have to work on because for me, it's quality time and physical touch. And I'm like, if I like you, I'm addicted to it. You know what I mean? I want more and more and more. And it's a red flag because I put things off, And now, like in my world, I have a construction company. I have, this radio show. I have so many things going on in my world that I can't afford to do that anymore, Yeah. And so it's trying to find that balance that I'm not good at.
It's also just growing up. Like eventually, we all have to learn how to balance work and
Yeah,
emotions. And
Well, I think like my last relationship, it was COVID, right? So we had nothing to do. There was no work. There was nothing going on. So all we could do was spend time with each other,
Mm-hmm.
And then once work picked back up and I was traveling and working all the time, the balance was so out of whack because it was all 80%, 90% hanging out with each other and 10% work. Now then went back to 50-50 and we didn't know what to do with each other. And so we struggled with that a lot. And it was always like a lack of attention thing, but it really was just like the world's back. It's busy again. Like I got to work. And so, and my friends felt it. Like JP was at the crib.
That boy went ghost.
Even in his own house, we'd all be jamming.
Everybody be at my house having a good time.
Where's T at? Gone.
He's booed up, man. And so that's something that I definitely need to work on and learn and grow from, because it's definitely my biggest struggle. I just love love.
Yeah, but I also think
I get
it's
that fuzzy
finding a
feeling.
partner who motivates you to do the things that you love.
Yeah.
That sees, okay, maybe we've been spending just a little bit too much time together, and like let me help you get back on track. I think that's important.
Dominique, what's with the jam right there?
The knowledge.
Hey, hit that like button for Dominique right there. I want to hit the heart button for Dominique because she deserves it right now.
Speaking facts.
And no one hit it. There's 103 of y'all, only 27 likes. Y'all better hit it.
Get no love.
But Phil, what were you about to say?
No, I was just agreeing with what she said. The person has to be understanding in the relationship of your lifestyle. But because you said the past was during COVID, it was a little messy time because you had a lot of time with that person.
Yep.
And then the world opened up, like you said. And I don't want to talk about the past, but was it your end or was it the other person's end?
In as in what? What do you mean?
As far as couldn't understand your lifestyle changing, going back to being busy.
Are you asking who broke up with who?
No, no. I wasn't going on a breakup tangent. I wanted to know where did the misunderstanding come in at?
Well, I just think I remember it was always every time I went to New York, because every time I would go to New York is because I had a job or I had work or I had things going on. And every time I would go to New York, there was always an issue. It was your mind's somewhere else. Your mind's somewhere else. I remember right when my dancing show was starting, and I was going up there to practice and to do that. You know what I mean? But my mind was so focused on the dancing and everything that was going on, and I would be next to her but wouldn't be with her sometimes. And for her to not know I still want to be with you, I still want to be next to you, but there's a million things going on. And we struggle with that, and I think that was kind of what led to the demise of it towards the end is we weren't able to give and receive the same attention that we were, pre-COVID or during COVID, because we had all the time in the world together,
Yeah.
And so that definitely, it was growing pains that just were too much.
Happens. It's okay.
Yeah, it does. No, I want to add on to that. No, I think a lot of us are guilty of that, though, not knowing how to balance work.
Oh, 100%.
And I'm guilty of it. I'm going to say it right now to my wife, and I do apologize. I'm still growing with this, but I feel like I'm married to my business because I've been doing it for so long. Mm-hmm. But I'm also married, so it's hard to find a balance.
It is.
I think it's hard to start a relationship or build a relationship when you're so busy and there's so much things going on. It's a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think even in today's society too, everything's so social media focused.
Yeah.
If you relate it to desk jobs back then, you had a 9 to 5 and you didn't have no laptop. You went home and you disconnected from that life and you paid attention to your family.
Yep.
Nowadays, we
Work
go
doesn't
home, but we have
stop.
these screens that are in front of our face 24/7. We're always distracted instead of putting it away and making the time for that person one-on-one. I think finding that.
So turn it off
Turn it off.
to turn it on.
And get turned on.
Hey.
Turn it
Let's
off
go.
so you can turn it on. Yeah.
Well, speaking of phones, I feel like phones are like a red flag within itself. If they're on it too much, red flag. Or what about if they're sneaky with it?
But what if they're on it for work?
How do we know you're on it for work?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point.
I think it just goes back to there's a time to turn work off. There's a time to be with that person.
Well, that's something we're all working on. I feel like
It is.
all I ever think about is work. It's how do you? I'm always thinking, talking to other people, older people, how do I put work and life? How do I separate that?
Mm-hmm. And I think for me is I try to find something at 6 o'clock or whatever. I try to find myself to make me busy. That's outside of work. That's whether it's going to a fitness class or whether it's doing, an event or an activity. That's something that's cathartic and I my hands are off my phone. My hands are away from everything. I can just be, me. And I think that's important to try and find after work and to be with your person.
But also, you're like one of the most busiest 29-year-olds in the whole world.
But
You have so much going on.
at 6, 7 o'clock, I try to shut it all off. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about work anymore. Like, my brain literally hurts talking about work. I'm brain dead,
Yeah.
But how do you stop
Same.
thinking about it?
You just teach yourself to cut it off. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it'll always linger, but like, you just know, like, I'll get to that tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
But like, there's certain things like in your business, you know what I mean? If you forget something, like, oh shit, you still got to go figure out how to put it together.
Yeah.
6 o'clock, 7 o'clock hits in my world. A lot of the stuff is closed that I can hit, So I don't know. We're learning.
We are learning.
All right,
Well,
next
that's-
red flag. Hit us, Kate.
Talking about their exes.
Huge, flaming red flag, I think. Personally.
I can't agree more.
I disagree. I disagree
Uh-oh.
here.
Okay, but what stage?
So talking about your ex on like the first date, red flag.
Okay.
Agreed.
Talking about your ex, if they're always talking about their ex in a super negative way, there might be
Yeah.
something more there.
I don't like that.
You know what I mean?
But I also don't like if they talk way too positive about their ex, too.
JP's like, you're gonna go back, huh?
Yeah, like, let's go with this.
But I think the way they may you talk bad about them or dog them, there's still some things that aren't healed or like there's still like feelings there. Like I think hate's another form of love. Like if you actually hate someone and passionately hate someone, you love them
You still like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Because the
something's
opposite
there.
of love
Like, you
is
still thinking about
indifference.
them.
Yeah.
I always say it.
True.
I don't know what that means.
That means you're indifferent. Like, you're indifferent. You have no feelings towards it. Like,
Oh.
you wish them well, and that's that.
Yeah. I agree. But if you have hate for that person, you're still like lashing out at them or talking shit
Yeah,
about them.
there's-
Like you still like got
there's still feelings.
There's
You
still
still
something
feelings
there.
there.
They
Yeah.
still got you.
I agree.
So then that becomes a red flag for me. But if they're able to talk amicably about them and talk, them about it in like a decent manner, I think it's it's mature. It's a green flag almost because like they're decent, they're healed from it. They can, like you said, they're indifferent about it now.
Mm-hmm. They're coming at it from
Yeah,
a different.
I just feel like it comes in phases. Like in the beginning, you're trying to get to know that person. So when you're telling me all about your ex, like I'm not getting to know about you. And then it's like once I get to know you, I need to know what hurt you so I can be there for you in
Yep.
that way. So then it's appropriate.
No.
It's just my only thought.
I completely agree. Like it's on us to learn about their scars,
Right.
their wounds. You know what I mean? Some of them are scarred up already. They're healed. Some of them are wounds and they're still open and they need help healing. So it's important to have those conversations and learn about why they are the way they are, why they feel the way they feel, because you don't ever want to make them feel like that again.
Agreed.
Very, very true. I'm going to say you don't want to duplicate what that person already did to them ever. So,
No, because that'll bring them back to it
Yep.
quicker than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Fair enough. But what about?
I feel like I'm on the wrong show. I'm talking about love and all this. I feel like I'm on the wrong show right
we're
now.
coming for you.
JP,
Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm like trying to chime in, but I don't
JP,
even
we're
know
trying
what
to
talk
like
about
dive.
with y'all.
We're just diving through all the red flags, trying. And if you find
Yeah,
a red
about that,
flag,
because I'm looking at the paper right now and it says JP walking flag. What does that mean? I just saw that.
Katie claims you're a walking red flag, I guess.
Jesus.
And we're gonna dive into that. JP is our prototype A on this show because we want to make this a dating show. We want people to come on, call in, and try and set up dates. Whether it's
Find
in
love.
South Florida, whether it's in New York, wherever. And JP is our first one to do it. Next red flag.
Eye contact.
Oh, JP, sorry. Okay, JP needs a green flag right now. He's
Yeah,
feeling,
boost me up a
he's-
little bit.
I
Damn.
got you. He's feeling a little left out. So, eye contact. If somebody can't give you eye contact, it's a red flag to me.
that's true.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
you have to have the
I
confidence.
think that's like,
and
yeah,
there's
that
nothing,
confidence thing. If
Yes.
they're not looking at you in the eye, then that's like a super lack of confidence I have.
Well, and there's something so attractive about eye contact, and JP, ladies, single ladies out there, has the best eye contact out of anybody I know.
I look into your soul.
And smile. So it's like you got the eyes and then you got the smile.
Yeah.
And then we'll follow up with the conversation. So it's like he's not even faking the eye contact. He's actually listening. So
Right. I was just going to say that. He's paying attention to you and actually compliment to you. My wife has said it about you. So you know what?
everyone.
It's
I
true.
appreciate
About
it.
JP.
No, it's real.
Here's how JP does it. Like you'll be like at the crib talking to JP for hours. You could be in the middle of the club talking to JP for hours. Like he had no parameters on where he locks in. I'll just be like, we'll be outraging, having a good ass time, and I'll look over and JP's like in the corner somewhere talking to someone, like having like a real deal conversation.
See, when I got the hand over my head, I'm like looking like this. Boy, I'm learning everything.
He's
about
locked
shit.
in.
Locked in.
He's locked in.
Oh gosh. All right. What about if they don't click with your squad? This is like a deal breaker to me.
Is it?
It is.
Yeah, for me too. Yeah, because if one person out of your squad doesn't care for them, that might be okay. But if a whole group of them find something wrong with that person, then there's something there that we're not seeing. The person that's dating that person.
Either you're not seeing it or you're avoiding it.
Or you're avoiding it. Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Or you're making excuses for that person.
That is correct. And people, we do that kind of thing, especially nice people. You know, everyone here is nice people. So you got to watch out for that. Listen to your friends.
What are your thoughts,
JP?
JP?
What was the question again?
That's okay. You didn't give me eye contact, so it's okay.
I'm always trying to find like the benefit of the doubt.
Oh,
you know?
when someone doesn't click with your friends.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to. I feel like they're scared of your friends. They think. I think that's a confidence thing. Like if a girl, say you're dating a girl, Tyler, and she's like, "Oh, I don't want you to hang out with your friends," and she's trying to like keep you in the house all the time. I feel like they don't have the confidence to let you go hang with the boys because they think that you're gonna go act up. You know.
Yep.
But if like I love like your girlfriend, I would never let you act up. You know.
Right.
Yeah. You've always been good about that.
Yeah.
Whether I like her or not, you ain't acting up.
They hold me down. They hold me down. Yeah. But Tequila Tyler, sometimes it's hard to hold down.
That's for damn sure.
No comment?
I'm still laughing so hard right now.
There's a video.
No,
of me, there's
no.
a video of me this weekend like this. I think I'm singing Miley Cyrus, just waving my hand back and forth.
But having a good time. And listen, I won't let him act up either.
Yeah.
I'll let him have a good time, but we know where those lines
But
go.
I also don't need
Because
like,
I also always want to be the guy that my boy's girlfriend kind of likes, you know, like I trust him going out with JP, you know,
Yeah.
because I'm a lookout for him.
Absolutely.
So here's a
But
good
with all
one.
this being said, I'm when I'm in a relationship, I'm locked in. I'm like the most loyal. Like
Yeah,
to me,
T is always
loyalty
faithful.
to me is loyalty is the most important thing in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Once you burn it though, it's gone.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Agreed.
It's gone.
I
And
would
so-
say that about you, T. Like you are super loyal, faithful.
And
dude.
so to my best friends, to anybody, my people, I'm almost loyal to a fault. You know what I mean? But especially to my girlfriend, like no matter what, like I can't wait to come home and FaceTime you at night. Can't wait to come home and call you.
and add me on FaceTime too.
Yeah, I'll be adding JP on the FaceTime.
Like 3 a.m, I get a FaceTime from T. There's like another girl, his girl on it. I'm like, what in the world? I'm like, yo, where are the friends at though?
and so loyalty. Like I said, loyalty is all big, but it's important to have a crew that's also going to keep you in check and keep you, especially like me dating the limelight. Like it's so easy for someone to paint you as doing something wrong. Yep. Like for instance, there's a TikTok. You know what I mean? And like I'm up, this girl, like she was sitting at our table the whole night. She became our friend like early on. Like we're gonna have people at our table.
Right.
You know what I mean? And there's a TikTok of me and people asking question about it. But it's like it's me walking up to the TikTok and kind of like talking to them, like kind of like like
That's it.
and that's all it was because Phil is right next to them and we're just talking, But like you need friends to also pull you out of situations that could look bad.
Agreed.
And even though you're not even trying to like do something bad or act bad, but like your friends look out for you to not put you in those situations. And y'all have done a great job at that. Because sometimes I don't even like, you just talking to people, just being cool, being nice, and then it becomes something.
The worst.
The worst.
The worst. What about double standards? So
Major red flags.
major red flag, like major.
I think guys are the worst at this though.
Yeah, I'm horrible.
I
at
was
this
gonna
one.
say
Guys-
that's more of a guy
Yeah,
thing.
I didn't want to like call guys out, but by far the worst.
I think guys are the most unfair about these double standards.
Yes. Come on, throw an example.
Oh boy.
Turn that one on you.
On me, I'm the one chit chatting.
I know, but like your prime example of a double standard.
That's hard off the top of my head. Should we go to a song? Should we?
Let's go
Should
to a
we
song.
think
We'll come
about
back
it?
with
Yeah,
a
I'm
double
sweating
standard.
over
Little
here.
song, come on. hey, someone turn down the AC. We're gonna go to a great song by Kalani. I love this girl. This is a great song. Enjoy it. And we're back, and we had to think about the double standard.
We're still thinking.
We're still thinking.
But there's so many of them.
Phil, go for it. Drop it on us.
All right, I'm gonna give one. Let me see. Let me start off with a calm one here. Most people have problems with, and I'm gonna say this because I'm a guy with a lot of female friends. Most girls have a problem with that, but then they find it okay for them to have guy friends, and vice versa. Guys don't want their girl to have a lot of guy friends, but they find it okay for them to have girlfriends.
That's a good one.
So that's a major double standard.
Yeah, and that just boils down to insecurities at the end of the day.
Yes, it does.
I agree, and it's how you handle it. Like, do you invite me around your girlfriends, or are you only ever hanging out with them alone? Like, I have all guy friends, and my boyfriend's always chilling with them. But, like, if he had a bunch of girlfriends and he never brought me around him,
That'll be a problem.
That'd be a red flag.
Yep.
I always talk about, like, when I start talking to someone or seeing somebody, I always let them know, like, probably my 3 people I talk to the most are girls. You know what I mean? And it's you, Katie, it's Molly, and it's Jamie, you know? Because they're going to be like, who the hell is Molly calling, or who the hell is Katie calling all the time, or Jamie, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, like, I let them know, but then I also try to bring them around y'all right away so they understand what it is, you know? Because
Agreed.
Because insecurities can happen quick.
To make them feel comfortable,
Exactly.
period.
Exactly. Set the tone right away.
Very good.
And
home.
trust also comes in that. So if you're my significant other and you tell me, like, okay, Molly, for example, is just my best friend, but then, like, we all hang out with Molly and I'm still questioning you while we're hanging out, like, then it's on her.
Yeah.
She doesn't trust you.
I remember my
Yeah.
ex. My ex was like, she was always getting so frustrated when Jamie, because me and Jamie talk all the time, you know? And she's like, why does Jamie keep calling? Why does Jamie keep calling? Why does Jamie? I was like, when we go to New York, we're going to have
Jamie, you
dinner.
need to start calling me.
Jamie, my line is open.
Me and Jamie talk all the time. But I was like, when we go to dinner, we're going to, then you understand, you know what I mean? Like, Jamie's the best, you know? Like,
Yeah.
she's the sweetest, nicest. Like, she's just there because she loves and cares. And then we talk all the time, you know? Like, I need it, you know? I need, you know? And we had dinner. She's like, oh, I get it. You know what I mean? I'm like, why? You know?
exactly. So how do you guys, like, look for red flags? Now that we're older, I feel like it should.
I run right by them.
I know. I was gonna say that's why
I miss him all the time.
that's why I emphasized it should be easier now that we're getting older. But like, what are things that you can look for when you're dating somebody?
So I might reverse that for a quick second. And I think it's more so as I get older, I come into a scenario with what I want. And then it's like, hopefully that person meets those
Fits it.
standards. Yeah.
There you
So
go.
it's more so like, I know what makes me comfortable. I know where I can bend, where I can be flexible, but I will not bend for this X, Y, and Z.
Do you think it, so what is that XYZ? Like, give me an example.
So it's like, I'm not going to bend for somebody who can't handle being on their own. Or for me, I'm very career driven. So I'm going to go to networking events. I'm going to go to games on the weekends. Like, if you're dating me, you kind of know that, like, I want to spend time with you, but work is super important to me. So I used to try to kind of be like, oh, I don't know if I want to go to this work event, and put that kind of on the back burner just to please the person I was with.
Yep.
And I started losing who I want to be. And it just kind of made me think, like, okay, no, the person I'm with is going to
Support that.
support that
That's
and
good.
encourage that.
So you create parameters about what you need and want for yourself.
Exactly.
And they have to fit into that because you know what you need. It's
Right.
your boundaries.
But I'm also very flexible, and I want to learn about you and, like, what's important to you and how can I better you as a person. I think that's what makes a very beautiful relationship.
That's all maturity right there. Well
That's
said.
beautiful, Dom.
Thank you. I'm going to take a sip of my wine.
Well said on that one.
JP?
Talk to us, JP. What's
Oh,
up?
no, I just see Todd looking at me out of the corner of my eye. What do you got for me, T?
Give
What-
us a red flag.
Yeah. What about, like, how they handle being angry? Like, what could be a red flag?
Well, he's so smiley. I don't think they really.
Is it a red
angry.
flag if you guys are in an argument?
All right, I have a red flag real quick. I got a little story. Remember the girl I was dating during quarantine a little bit?
Yep.
And I flew out to New Jersey to see her?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I thought I was staying at, like, her parents' beach house type thing, you know what I'm saying? Because the parents were out of town. So I ended up staying with my friend, and she was, like, staying with us, of course. And we had to go back to her parents' house, like, go get clothes or something. And I had to sit at the corner of the road, like, the corner of the road with her sister, because I guess they have a Ring camera. And this was after, like, 3 months of dating or whatever, like, talking. because she didn't want her parents seeing me on the Ring camera.
That's
So-
wild.
That's
So she was
that's a
hiding
big
you?
one.
Yeah, she was like hiding me the whole time. I had no clue about it.
Why was she hiding
Red
you though?
flag.
I don't know.
She's not.
Because she said she didn't like the way I talked, the way I acted, you know, like my crazy energy or like whatever it is.
Wow.
And right when that happened, I was like, whoa, this is weird.
That's more of like she's not proud to be dating.
Yeah,
You know what
I mean, she wasn't. Then I went back home and dumped me after a week. I should have knew right there. I should have just got back on the flight and did.
Didn't she tell me she's like, I need something that's more like structured and has,
Yeah,
like a
she-
9 to 5.
Like a 9 to 5.
Yeah, she wanted to like see the vision.
Hey,
Like,
hey.
and I was like, yo, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life, but I ain't working no 9 to 5.
But you're
I'm gonna
crushing
say,
it
I'm gonna
now.
say, fuck that, you a business owner now.
Hey,
my
now-
boy.
hey,
3 days,
Three
boy,
days.
to the moon.
Let's go.
So we up.
Look at me now.
Damn, you could have just waited a year, girl.
No, you don't want to wait for that.
Nah.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I'm gonna add on to that red flag because
That shit kind of hurt though, for real.
Yeah,
I was
it
like,
should.
damn, you don't
Yeah.
want your parents seeing me?
exactly.
Yeah.
That's
So-
crazy.
So you're good enough for her, but not good enough for her parents.
Yeah, and
Wow.
her sister was like, "Yo, I want you to meet my parents our parents so bad." I was like, "Yo, what's up with the little sister?"
So if the little sister's
there's
listening or she's around, we need to get you on the
Holla
radio.
at me.
And that is why he's single right now.
Hello.
That's why I'm a walking red flag.
I
work out, but, like,
red-
what's up
I
with your
thi-
sister?
I think red flags are sometimes it's hard to detect. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just because you can get blinded by so many other things. You know what I mean? You can get blinded by green flags, or you can paint this picture of this person to be something that you hope them to be, and not necessarily what they actually are. You know, and I think that's where people get in trouble as well. You know, my relationships in the past, like sometimes I ignored things because I was looking at like what we could be in 10 years, and not thinking about what we need to be tomorrow or the next week, because I was just like, I see the values and things that check off these big boxes, but what about all the things leading up to it?
Yeah. And that's how you build your relationship.
Yeah, and that's why these red flags would just hit me in the face, and I'm just like running like.
But like, can
running
red
like
flags
Forrest
be
Gump to 'em.
fixed? Can like red flags be changed?
I think there's some that are deal breakers, and then there's some that are like.
My mom just gave me a bunch of notes.
Yeah, everyone, JP's mom is here, so
And she's listening to everything I said. This is horrible.
Read it aloud for us.
All right. Household chores? Or is that? Well, that's the next. Oh, okay. Make you feel guilty when you're not with them. Even if you're working or doing something for your future together.
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that is a big one.
That's insecurities.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
straight up. That's how.
Well, or like another red flag that I know like our squad always talks about is they have no ambition or goals themselves.
And I feel like we're the most ambitious squad in the world.
We're driven, baby.
I feel like all we ever talk about is like, all right, what can we do
What's
next?
the
What
next
can we
step?
do next?
What's the next step?
We need to get better.
Yeah, so like when you date somebody and you're super motivating and you expect them to have their own goals too, because if they don't, then they are going to want your attention 24/7 because they have nothing else going
That's
on.
very
But
true.
are red flags things that you can work through?
Of course.
Yeah, I think there's some, yes.
certain red flag.
But I think there's also deal breakers. Like
Yeah.
loyalty, done.
Deal breaker.
Done.
Deal
Facts.
breaker.
Facts.
First one off the top of my head, so I'll ramble on that
Damn,
one.
I thought you were going to keep going. I was like,
No, I mean, I
okay,
just
do
go-
your thing,
I,
girl.
I know I've been bad with them in my past, but there's nobody worse than Katie in her past relationship with red flags.
my God.
When you talk about manipulative, you talk about taking away from your friends, you talking about disloyalty, hit all them red flags.
I
and just
cannot
boom,
wait.
boom, boom,
I cannot
boom.
wait for future episodes when I just start rolling things out.
But all those things.
Yeah.
all
Oh, that's crazy. You're changing the subject
all
now.
those
Katie's
red
getting
flags
mad.
that you went through and beat over the head with you and you just kept running like Forrest Gump. All those red flags are what made you get into the relationship you are now.
100%.
It makes you who you are.
100%. But I also think that that's why I'm so stuck on if there's red flags early, there are going to be red flags later.
I feel
You're
like
not
everyone
going-
has red flags. Though. Does a red flag you mean like you just find one, you got dip?
No, not
No.
absolutely not. But if it's a major one, yes. Because you're not
true.
here to fix somebody. You're here to find somebody to better your life.
Please say that one again.
Damn, that one's not
Please
for
say
Katie.
that one again.
It is.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hit
Because
the
you
like
can't
button
fix
for
them,
Katie.
right, Dom? You can't fix them.
We're not here to fix anyone.
No, because you have to fix yourself. I've been there.
Yep.
Right.
And it wouldn't have been fair to my current boyfriend to come in and try to fix me. That was Tyler and Dominique's job. Thank you guys.
We tried our best.
Shout out
and
Dylan,
she's doing
man.
great
I
now.
love Dylan.
Yes.
I know.
Me too.
Great
Me
boyfriend.
too.
Great boyfriend.
Bottom line, you want a teammate, someone to grow with. That's
Yes.
it. That's just bottom line. And if that person's not willing to grow with you,
Yep.
Moral of the whole story,
hit the door.
right? Should we
Yep.
put a little drinking game? Speaking of,
Let's do it.
I hope y'all are drinking with us right now.
all right,
know.
so we're gonna play a little drinking game, and we're gonna flip these cards. And if you have ever been blind,
Get some more wine, please.
oh,
Oh God.
I gotta
more.
re-
Pour
I gotta-
me more.
I got to refill too.
hold on, little refill. Anyways, directions of the game.
I gotta take a pee break. I feel like I've been drinking too much wine.
JP,
Hold it, JP.
hold it, binge it.
JP has an hour.
Yeah.
Hold it.
I know. Anyways, we're gonna flip this card, and if you have been blind to this red flag, you gotta take a sip.
Do it.
Are we ready?
Let's do it.
Shall
Let's
we?
go. Flip.
Here we go.
You're drinking with us, guys.
All right. If you ever have if you've ever been blind to a
control.
significant other that was controlling, take a sip.
Sip.
I don't know. I'm good on that one. I don't think of anyone that's controlled.
Oh shit! So you drink?
For the people who couldn't see us, it was me kidding Phil.
All right. Next one. Here we go. You were blind to somebody that was manipulative.
Wow. Drinking.
Cheers.
And we're getting drunk.
Well.
I think we should again. That was Kate, Phil, and Tyler.
Dominic's over here keeping score.
If you were blind to the fact that somebody was codependent on you.
Still drinking.
For those of you looking at me that doesn't know what that means,
Yeah,
that means
that's
that
what I
they
was
are
just about to ask you.
they are dependent on
Yes.
you. They need you
Yep.
24/7.
Oh boy.
I've been there.
Me?
You've
T, drink up.
definitely been there.
Definitely been there.
And to let you know, we all
100%.
we all drank to that one.
Yeah,
I'm codependent for some love sometimes, though.
me too.
I love some snugs.
Me too.
You ever dated or been blind to the fact that somebody had trust issues?
Jeez, I'm drinking
Not-
again to that
well,
one.
I was not blind to them. I knew what they were, and I had to.
I'm drinking to every single one of these.
Yeah, but if you stayed with them for longer
this
than
is
you
if you're
should
blind.
have, because
Yes, yes,
sip,
I'll
sip,
drink. I'll
sip,
drink.
Yeah.
sip.
I stayed longer than I should have. So
If you were blind to the fact that somebody was a love bomber, or maybe Tyler, maybe you are a love bomber, so take a sip.
Can you explain?
Actually, chug.
You can take a sip for this one.
Wait,
Bro, I
hold
don't
on,
even know what
Pizzle.
love blinder means.
No, bomber. You.
Bomber, what's that?
That means you're chugging the whole bottle.
You gotta tell me what it means before I
JP,
check.
me and you, a little bit of a love bomber, dog.
Hey, I'm
J-
shake your hand. I don't
JP,
even know what
JP
love bomber
JP.
That means, JP, you come in and you're just
hard.
hard.
That's my wife.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
JP always says this about like a girl he likes. Yo, TC, I found my wife.
Yeah, that's my wife.
He's texting her and he's loving on her, and then
Yeah, and then what?
And then,
and then it blows
and then
up.
you're gone.
Yo, my mom's here, bro.
It blows up, meaning I said it.
I was like, whoa.
Wait, time out.
I was like, bro,
Mama
my mom's
Dukes, I
here.
did not say anything wrong. I'm just like, I said then it blows up. So you came in too hard, and,
Yeah.
and it's like there's a
Yeah,
crash.
I'll drink to that one.
All right.
Heavy.
you should chug to that one.
Yeah,
JP.
it's like, yeah.
So would you say you love hard?
I'm like,
I
I tell all the time. I'll be like, yo, T, I found my wife, and he'd be like, shut the hell up, I'm like, for real, bro. This time, and then like a week later, he's like, what happened to your wife? I'm like, oh no, dude,
She wasn't it.
wasn't it?
It's
Me
because
and
we,
JP
it's be-
love hard, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's because we love love. So when we
love
think
love.
we got it,
But I think that's how we are. We love our friends hard.
yeah.
We love.
Yeah.
We just love our people hard, and that's just
Yeah.
how we
Guilty. Guilty.
are. But we're gonna do something fun on this show. We are going to eventually try and get a date for JP. And
I need it.
We're gonna have people call in, probably starting next week.
Call in next
We're
week.
gonna have people call in.
Yeah, but should we just throw it on your story for now? Like, let's throw up a little bio about JP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
if you're in South Florida and you're willing to take Pizzle on a date,
I'll
Yeah, you
buy
gotta
I'm buying the date, guys. So y'all got my credit
so it's
card.
a free
Hey,
date.
Hey, TC's been messed up by giving us his credit card. We going something fancy, and we getting dessert.
He did comment on my post, Waffle House. So,
That's because I thought I was paying at the time.
so what we're gonna do is let's learn a little bit about JP right
Alright.
now.
How old are you, JP?
27 years old.
Okay.
JP's had one girlfriend. They dated for 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And she wasn't.
It was amazing 2 weeks, though, man.
No, it wasn't. It was amazing 1 week. But so yes, he's a love bomber, girl. So if it works out, it might work out really, really fast.
In all ways.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, but we can't be mad at him for that. You know?
But JP, tell us about yourself.
What are you looking
Like-
for? What would make you happy as a man?
This is
That's kind of something on the spot. I don't know, man. I feel like someone just will push me to be a better person. Someone who's gonna push me to reach the goals that maybe I'm scared to even think about that I could reach. Someone who's gonna, bring the best version of JP out.
Yep.
Yes.
and keep him there.
Yeah,
But-
and keep me there. Not someone who's.
But to that point though, JP, you also have to be that person.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
which you do a great job of, but you just want someone to help magnify it even more.
Exactly. And I mean, dude, like the pimping days are kind of getting old, T.
Yeah,
To be
man.
real, bro. The pimping days are getting old.
J-
and I don't
JB
got
said-
time and
I feel like
energy
I'm
for
gonna
that.
tear up watching
Yeah, I
my friends grow
know.
up.
I was just gonna say that.
my
I'm like, are you growing up? Look at this.
I think I've seen a whole maturation process happen with JP. You know, ever since there's been a whole like shift in JP's moves, mentality, everything since he started this Three Natives endeavor.
Yep.
Because now he has responsibility. Now he has real things going on. You know, to make happen, and it
And
makes
he
you
is making it happen.
He is. He's crushing it, and it makes you mature and grow up so much. And then it's like now you get this. You're getting this like financial part of your life figured out and your work life figured out. Now it's like how do you add the next piece to help everything kind of come together?
Well, I feel like now it's like I wake up with a purpose. I wake up, people are relying on me to wake up and go make stuff happen. You know, they're kind of looking at me like, dude, like I'm following you wherever you go. You know, like my team, and they're like, and I feel that's what drives me. Like, say, all right, I got to make more money because I want to make them more money. I want them to buy a house. I want them to buy a car. I want them to have families with kids. And that's what wakes me up and gets me going. It's like it's like, dude, it makes me the happiest person in the world, but also like the most stressed out person in the world at the same time. So it's not like I'm looking for someone who's trying to like, oh, let's go out party, let's go have a fun time. Like, yeah, we do that, you know, every here and there, but it's like, I got ambitions. Like I'm driven. Like I want to do everything, like, especially hanging out with you all the time. And you take me to like Montauk, New York, all these cool places. Like, dude, I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to take my, you know, like my team to go see those things. Like there's so much else out there in the world. It's like, that's what my goals and vision is. So if someone came along, great. You know, like I'm not out there looking for it, but if someone came along and wants to join that ride and help me get there, I'm all in, you know?
Well, good thing for you. We're gonna do Looking For You next week.
Awesome.
Yeah. But no, I think JP, I think you're putting all the pieces of the puzzle together, and I think now you're finally getting to a place where you can start dating. You can start putting yourself out there more, and we'll see how this goes. You are our first protege, our first.
And the best.
You're our guinea
And the
pig.
best.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
like the
Jay
second I think JP, I smile. Like he is the most amazing, wholesome, loving human
I appreciate that.
I've
Katie.
ever met.
Pizzle
I
is a
appreciate
lighthouse.
that.
He is a beacon of light. Like
Yes.
he shines, and he that light comes on.
And we
you.
need somebody to not dim that light.
No, make that light bigger.
We're just trying to
Yes.
have fun, baby.
We're all in agreement to that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
We need
Don't
some
be dimming my boy's light.
bachelorettes.
I've been trying to holler at Dominique for the past 2 years. JP,
JP, where's your hands right now?
JP, hands up, hands up.
We are not sitting you guys next to
them
each other next
jeans,
week.
boy.
Drop the mic.
All right. I think it's time to go to some callers, right? Is it that time?
Yeah, well, let's hit a song, but when we come back, I want to know, like, are you blind to red flags or do you cut it off immediately?
Who?
It just matters how hot they
No, I
are.
want the
callers.
callers.
The
I want to hear
callers.
from them.
All right.
That's a great question.
So what's the question for the callers?
Are you blind to red flags or do you just drop people at the first sign of a red flag?
All right. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Good
Next
question,
song.
Katie.
If you got too many red flags, this song might become you.
All right. So before we get some callers in, we had
Polish or Pizzle? That's sick. I like this game.
I bet you do. We had some people write in on Tyler's Instagram earlier about like he's a 10, but she's a 10, but, and here's a couple that we were giggling about. He's a 10, but he only communicates with you on Snapchat.
That's the age thing.
He's a 2. Depends on how old you are, but he's probably a 2.
Or he's trying to be sneaky with it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a sneaky
He doesn't want any
ass
receipts.
dude.
So
Two.
what do you guys think?
Two.
I'm
A
agreeing
10
with
to
T-
a 2.
I'm
A
agreeing with
6.
TC on it. It's a
10
2.
to 2.
He drops.
He's a 10. He's a 10. He smooths down a 6.
No, he
Oh,
drops.
What are they Snapchatting? All right, next question.
All right, next one. He's a 10, but doesn't tip at a restaurant. He's a 0.
Zero.
It
Get
says
him
if
out.
you go 3
Zero.
minutes, no tip.
Hold on. He's a 10, but splits the bill.
Oh, 0.
Like asks or
First date.
0.
God, 0.
First date, he's a 0.
0.
Gentlemen, please.
0.
It is your duty to pay the tab to keep gentlemen alive. Keep it going.
Thank God for Phil.
My God, I'm old school, baby.
JP, you quiet. Why you quiet?
No, I agree. I agree with that one.
I'm a-
Okay, this one's
Go ahead.
This
Go ahead,
one's
Kate.
funny, but I'm a little nervous saying it. He's a 10, but he thinks
I'm a 2. You guys gotta inform me for this one. Teach me.
he's a 10, but he thinks it's finished if he's finished.
I'm a 2.
And we're talking about sex.
Oh
Yeah,
my.
we're talking about you
Baby.
and me.
And me. We're talking about all
boxing. Oh, never mind.
You're talking about boxing?
No,
So,
boxing trial.
What exactly are they talking
Nia says-
about? Are they talking about the conversation?
Phil, remember my
No,
mom's
no.
here.
We're talking about when he finishes.
He thinks it's finished.
We're talking
Oh,
about. We're talking about coming, Phil.
Oh, we're talking about sex.
Bro, my mom is here.
S-E-X.
Listen. I'm gonna have to chime in on this one.
Yeah.
He's a 0. Straight
Let him
up.
know, Phil.
Listen,
JP is completely learning and listening
I just
right
don't
now.
know what you're supposed to do.
I'm gonna go. This is what you
I fall
do.
asleep.
Phil, tell us.
This is not a PG show, right?
No, go for it, Phil.
Okay, so we're going in. You take care of the lady first, and then you handle yourself. You hear me?
What if you can't help it?
Then you got some.
Asking for a friend.
Then you got some lessons to learn, so you can start by reading my book. No, I'm saying.
But I also think too, like that also comes with the more consistent sex you have with one person. If you're just having sex all around, it's hard to figure out how you guys jive and how to get each other.
You
to
gotta
that
learn
point.
each other.
You gotta learn each other.
Yeah.
Amen.
But
Amen.
sometimes you don't get that second
But
chance.
no,
Well, JP, you might be doing something wrong over there, dog. It sounds like
100%
it sounds like you need to work on her a little bit more.
that goes
right,
along with
all right.
maturity as well. Seriously, it does. It does. It goes along with growth because as a young man, you'd be like, "Oh, I'm done. I hope you're good."
Yeah.
But as a older gentleman, you're gonna be like, "I want to please her in every way possible."
Yeah, and once you like my first relationship, once we got to that point and I had figured out how, I was like, that's all I wanted to do. And then I was like, all right, then it's my turn. You know what I mean? Because I was like, it's almost like I'm just a giver. I'm a giver. I love it.
Amen. Me too, man.
And once I figured out how to get to that point with her, then it was like, all right, let's get her there. I love seeing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
All right, next question.
All the time.
I'm getting nervous, guys. Katie's giving me the eyes.
I'm not getting nervous.
Yeah,
I
Dom,
like
what
this
you got to
one.
say about that?
Ooh, I'm being put on the spot here. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I'm going to go with my guy Phil here, and
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
all on maturity.
Yeah, it is.
All on
It is.
maturity. I think, and I'm just going to drop the line, it is the sexiest thing when a guy is like, what can I do to please you? Like, I'm all about you because you guys know it's easier
Yep.
for you guys in that aspect.
Very.
You know
very
what
true.
I mean? So when a guy also wants to do that, I'm like, okay, this guy's interested and he cares. Like, he wants to take the
He's
time.
taking the time.
He's putting in the effort.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to say.
And
Put-
we
put-
stand you, gentlemen.
Put
I'm
in
a
the
virgin.
work, gentlemen. Put in the work.
Hey,
That's
JP,
all we're
just
saying.
start going down, dog.
And
Okay,
on that note,
with that said, let's get some callers in here because
oh, I thought we had a song.
change the
JP's
subject, dude.
sweating right now.
I thought we had a song, TC.
Oh no, we're
I'm
getting.
going down. Oh, sorry. My bad. My bad. Oh, let's go. I love our age gap, but this dude, we have like the same music love for R&B. So let's go, old soul over there.
All right, we're gonna call.
Phil, you're my favorite person in the world.
We're gonna call.
Every-
Stop it.
everyone's-
I was saying that about you.
We're gonna call Marissa first. Marissa. Oh, I didn't call Marissa.
They're calling about Pizzle?
All of them?
I
No
called
way.
2 by accident. Oops. Sorry.
I might be calling about you.
Chime in.
Smugs.
Hey, y'all better hit that heart button. I can't hit it myself. All right, Marissa. Come on, you gotta unmute yourself. Marissa, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
What's up, Marissa? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing really well. Thanks for letting me talk to you.
Of course. So, are you blind to red flags?
No, I cut them off immediately.
Damn.
I love that for you.
Yeah, I can be savage.
What are some red flags that you cut people off for?
If they bring alcohol to the movies and dump it in my lemonade.
Whoa. That
Whoa.
sounds like
That
you
sounds
have
like
a
fun
story.
time.
Yeah, what
Whoa.
happened there, Marissa?
So I wanted to see Jurassic World. I invited him, and I was like, okay, pick up some like snacks, so sneak them into the movies, and apparently he just enjoys drinking too much, and he thought it would be a good idea to pour a small bottle of vodka and a lemonade, and I was like, yeah, I know your intentions are gonna be bad. I know you just like want to sleep with me because you bought condoms on the first date, and I should have cut it
Damn.
off after that, but
Another red flag.
I gave him a second chance. So
You gave him a second chance?
No,
yeah.
after the first date.
After the first
After-
date of the.
When he bought condoms on the first date,
Thank you
she
for
gave
saying
him a
that.
chance.
Yeah.
I think your radar's pretty strong there, Marissa.
Yeah.
So are you single now?
Yes, I am single.
And did you hear any of our talk about JP? He's amazing, great, kind.
Marissa, where are you located?
Oh, I'm in Chicago right now.
We
Chi-town.
love Chicago.
Hold on. JP loves Chicago.
Yeah, me too. Never been.
Marissa, how old are you?
When I throw my next party at Bounce, we'll come party with you, Marissa.
Yes, please come join me
We will.
because, yeah, I need like a wingman or wingwoman or something.
We got you. Well, your red flag radar is strong, so keep that thing rolling, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate you, Marissa. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for listening.
Yep.
Nice talking to you.
You're welcome.
All right, next caller. Who are we going with?
Come and talk to me.
Uh-oh, we got a repeat caller here. Phil.
Who was that?
You remember Lisa?
Yeah,
Lisa.
Lisa was going to happy hour.
Lisa, how we doing? Is she on yet?
Hello.
Hello, Lisa.
I heard you guys were looking for me.
We were.
We
We missed
are.
you last week because we wanted to get an update if you went to the bar or not by yourself.
So I didn't go to a bar by myself. I did sit at a bar by myself,
Okay.
but I ended up going to this lovely place in LA, as most people fondly know as the Bungalow.
Okay.
Bungalow.
Bouncing.
For those of you that are very familiar with the Bungalow, it's a very interesting crowd. My friends took me out there and they forced me out into the crowd.
And how'd that work out for you?
It was okay.
It was okay.
Candidly, I don't know if the Bungalow is my crowd.
Okay, so we gotta get you in your
Good drink.
spot.
Yeah.
What is your
Good
crowd?
drinks, good time with friends. I'd say my vibe isn't necessarily, for lack of a better term, what I define that crowd is like a lot of middle-aged guys trying to hit on 20-year-olds.
Okay.
Like every place these days.
JP feels called out.
That
How
sounds
old
like
are you?
Palm Beach.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
32.
So you like
Yeah.
you like more of like a chill bar kind of vibe than a bungalow, like somewhere you can actually talk and not just be blasting music and people showing off because they got bottles and stuff, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I love a good dive bar any day of the week.
South Florida.
Especially if they have great drinks. But honestly, like we talked about this last time, right? Pickleball's my vibe. Being a foodie's my vibe.
Okay.
Honestly, rooftops are also great.
Do you have any
but
dates
the
lined up?
Bungalow is just so weird.
Do you have any dates lined
Sorry.
up?
Dates? Actually, no.
No. I think-
Candidly, like I'll be honest, I did not do well on my homework. I maybe got a C minus.
Okay, it's all right. We were all C- students at one
So-
point, except for Katie and Dom.
Yep. Listen, you have plenty of time, so let's just work on that. I still want to hear about you going to a bar by yourself. Not with your girlfriends, just Lisa.
Can you do
Okay.
that for us, Lisa?
Yes, we'll report in next week.
Let's
Right,
do
all
it,
right,
Lisa.
report in
By
next
the
week.
way,
Let us
Nah,
know.
nah, nah. Don't
For
go
me
to the
too.
bar. Go to the coffee shop. Or Target.
What?
Target. I'm telling you,
JP, I'm starting to learn why we can't find
Enjoy dates.
What, Lisa? Do not listen to.
No, I'm just trying to build Lisa's confidence so she has to sit at a bar by herself because that will show a lot of confidence and it will build her confidence.
Right.
And then the rest will be history.
Feels like the Mr.
I have sat at
Miyagi
a
over
bar
here.
for myself.
She sat at a bar, remember? Her challenge was to sit at a table.
Yeah, well, her next move is a
Yes.
table, yes. Lisa, your next move is go to a restaurant and eat alone. Can we do
The
that?
good news is I'm going to be traveling very soon, so yes, I will be.
So
forced
you have to
sit
do it
at
now.
a table and a bar by myself, anyways.
Very good. Very good. I want to know what that night ends up like. And if you see
Honestly,
Mr.
I'm-
Right across the bar, don't be afraid to give him eye contact. Don't look down. I want you to look around and be aware of your surroundings too.
Okay. Okay.
And put
I'll
the phone
dig it.
away
I'll
too.
report back.
Put the phone away as well.
Yeah, like the stigma doesn't always have to be the guy coming and talk to us.
Yep.
You think you see an eligible bachelor, you go up and don't buy him a drink, but
No.
let him do that.
Better
but
yet,
introduce yourself.
you throw your hand up and put the pointer finger out and move it and see if he comes to you.
Right.
You know.
Or just hold the empty glass in your hand and you're like, this looks empty.
Just click
Not
some ice
rocket
around.
science, but whoa, I think this thing is empty.
Oh, Lisa, we're giving you too much homework.
Lisa,
Hey,
you've got this.
Hey, you guys can check on me. Come to LA. You guys can watch me in a little booth.
Yes,
So I
we're
guess
gonna
you
go to
guys-
LA and see you, Lisa.
How fun would
We're gonna
that
have to
be?
also get you on here and get some LA fellas on here too.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
yes,
a vibe
yes,
right there.
I'm waiting for you guys to broadcast live.
I love it. We're gonna do that soon.
One more question, real quick. What is your age range for men?
I would say, honestly, maturity is the biggest thing. I've met a lot of entrepreneurs, whether it's crypto wannabes, whatever, that they're sort of like
Damn, I'm about
figuring
to-
out
I
whatever
really like
it is
that
they want
word.
to do.
Entrepreneurs.
Me too. I'm still
Yeah,
stuck
they're all
on it.
entrepreneurs. I'm like, okay, you're a crypto bro. You're also an Uber driver. You're also this. You're also that. I'm like, what is your actual dream? What is your actual goal or vision? And
Yeah.
none of them can actually answer sometimes.
Okay, so you don't really have an age preference?
I don't necessarily have an age. The maturity is the biggest thing.
Okay.
If I
I
had
agree.
to give an age to this, I would say like the furthest youngest I'd go is maybe 28.
Okay.
JP, you are a year short, buddy.
And how about the
missed a
oldest? Let's get your oldest
hey, they're
cut
always
off.
I feel like you said that on purpose because you know I'm 27.
I said that.
targeted.
Was it the Target comment?
Hey, I mean, JP, come on out here with them. We'll see.
JP.
We're taking a work trip.
Like it. I think LA is calling you, buddy.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, well, Lisa, you got to report back next week to us, all right?
We'll see. We'll see. I'm sure my friends will poke and prod me to make sure I call back in.
Yeah.
Let's go,
Keep it
Lisa.
going.
They're
I'll see
all
you, Lisa.
listening.
We are Team Lisa. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Bye,
Talk to you guys
Lisa.
next week. Bye.
All right, we got time for one more caller.
Let's do it.
Let's see who we got here. This one. Left.
JP.
Come talk to me.
All right, I think we got a fella on the line.
Okay.
What you laughing at?
Uh-oh.
He said we got a fell on the line. So JP knows there goes another strike for him.
I
You know?
backed off the mic.
What happened? He didn't want to talk to us?
You couldn't get him in?
I don't know what's going on there. All right, we'll try one more. Oh, he's unavailable. This one could be a date for JP right here. Actually,
Yeah, I'm feeling good about this one.
this one could be a date for JP. I know this one.
You know this one?
Uh huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this.
I don't like that.
Is she coming in?
Hello.
Hello, how are you? Can you gotta unmute yourself?
What's up, guys?
What's going on? This is Daniela, everybody.
Hi, Daniela.
How you doing, Daniela?
How's it going?
Good.
Do you guys remember from Montauk?
Yep, we all met her in Montauk.
Oh, I remember.
Oh.
Y'all don't remember shit.
Wait, did you- wait,
Daniela, weren't you just in Boca 2 nights ago?
TC, be quiet. Were you in a pink workout set?
Hold up.
Yes,
Hold
yes.
up.
Oh, let's go. Don't try me again.
Wow, Kate Dooley got it.
Daniela, weren't you just in Boca 2 nights ago?
I was, yes. How did you know?
Oh,
JP, how'd you know?
Don't worry about that.
yeah, JP, how did you know?
JP, you were looking at her profile, huh?
I do remember the pink workout suit, though. That's hilarious.
It was iconic. I loved it.
Yeah, JP never misses a pretty face.
Daniela, obviously that stuck with everybody. We all remember what you wore to the workout at Bounce Montauk.
Oh, you guys are so sweet. I miss you guys. We gotta go back to Montauk again.
I want no part of that place.
Tyler's taking a break.
That place is dangerous.
Oh man, Tequila Tyler comes out in Montauk.
Oh man.
But what's going on? Are you in
Not
South
much,
Florida?
actually. I'm still here in South Florida, but what was the question again? About
Are
red
you? We're hoping the first answer is yes. Just kidding, JP. But are you blind to red flags?
Okay, I feel like I used to be, but I've gotten a lot better with it. So that I'm pretty proud of myself for. For instance, I was asked one time, this was a while ago, but it was kind of like after my whole growth period. There was this guy that said to me, yeah, like I want to take you out, like, sounds really great. I'm excited to meet you. And the day comes and he's like, oh, so you want to go to a strip club? And I said,
That sounds like fun.
Wow.
but that's the thing. My friends were like, wait, that sounds like a good time. I'm like, I'm sorry. I've met you like one time in my life and you think that I'm going to do that. That's pretty funny. So I just feel like if a guy's asking for a first date to go to a strip club, I think that's a problem, but that's just me.
No,
I agree with you, Daniela.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a major problem.
Because if he's going with you, imagine what he's doing by himself.
Well, that's the other thing. So after I was like, oh no, like I'm good. I'm not interested. He's like, why? It'll be a fun night with the boys. I'm like, you're making this worse for yourself though.
Yep.
So bad.
Like this isn't getting any better.
No, absolutely not.
Good dodge of a bullet right there.
So are you still single?
Yeah, I am still single.
Oh, we love
But
it.
Daniela, how old are you, Daniela?
JP said something though that I can't say anything else about.
Nah, speak up on it.
What did JP say?
Nothing. Never mind.
Uh-oh.
He already called me out for it.
He what?
He already called me out for it, so I can't really say much now.
How did that night go?
Oh, what
It was
happened
really
here?
good. We had a really good time. Hopefully it'll be a second one.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
Wait, what?
What happened?
Going
Wait,
on?
I'm lost. I'm lost. Hold on. Fill us
JP,
in.
you got me in trouble now.
Nah, you gotta speak up on it. That's
Yeah,
not
you
my,
can't
that's
just
not
be out
that's,
here.
that's not
Yeah,
me.
JP, you're gonna have to tell them after.
This is the Everybody
That's
With Me
not-
show. Only JP and you know.
So did you
Everybody
fall
else.
in love or what?
No, it's not me and JP. But I can't.
How
say
was
anything.
dinner in Fort Lauderdale?
What?
Didn't you guys go to dinner in Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah, we went to Serafina.
Fancy.
I just thought we were friends, and now I'm completely lost.
I'm like,
Right.
I'm like,
what is going on here?
I'm like, fill me in, but I'm getting
It's funny because I
got
only
you.
know you of pink workout suit.
That's so funny that you guys all know me as that. But
So
killed it.
how much longer are you here for?
honestly, I was gonna leave like Thursday, but I might be here till next week. I might extend my flight.
For
So-
someone or for
Yeah.
what?
Huh?
For to see somebody?
Why are you calling me out right now?
way.
JP knows, I guess.
I thought it was you.
So did I.
Oh, no.
We were all hoping,
Oh, you
but
thought, like,
I thought you.
Oh no.
Oh, damn.
all right,
Damn,
ladies,
Danielle,
JP still
Swing and a
single.
You could have
miss.
waited like 2 more days.
Danielle, would you ever go on a date with JP?
I feel like that would be a little bit awkward considering the situation now.
Are you
Guys,
dating one of his friends?
I can't say.
You can't say. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So it might be a conflict
I mean,
of
I'm
interest.
not, but you
Gotcha.
know.
Gotcha. No, that makes
I
sense.
have to tell you when you're off air.
Can't date the homie.
No.
Can't date the homie. Well, Daniela, we appreciate you calling in. You better call in next week so we can hear about this date.
Oh God. Okay.
Keep us
Fine.
updated.
Maybe
You wanna hear all about it.
Okay, thanks for calling.
All right. Well, that concludes the Everybody But Me show today. Thank you guys for tuning in. We had a blast. I hope you all had some good drinks, some good laughs, and good times. Katie, what's next week?
Next week we got I don't know. I've been drinking and I didn't write it down. But
I'm so
more
sad this is
importantly,
ending right now.
no,
I
it's
had
not
so much
ending.
fun.
It's not ending.
Oh, we're not done.
Because we still have to find you a date.
Oh yeah.
So like, if
Damn.
anybody in South Florida wants a free date on Tyler's card, which you know,
And we're going somewhere bougie because it's on Tyler's card.
JP's gonna
With
take you somewhere
dessert.
nice.
With
Yes,
dessert.
with
It's,
dessert.
it's gonna be August, so it's got some space on the card now.
Hey.
So
He's gonna pick you up in that 2010 Honda, and you are gonna fall in love. So go to Tyler's story in about
That
5
antique.
minutes. We're gonna take a couple pics of JP right now. He doesn't know, and go ahead and send in. Yeah,
Yep.
we gotta hook you up somehow.
oh yeah, this is gonna be nice, ladies. Since Tyler says he's paying, I'm gonna help JP to pick out the restaurant, and it will be nice. I promise you.
Damn it. All right. Well, we will see y'all next week. So make sure you go to my story. If you got friends in South Florida, whoever in South Florida, get them on here. Let's get them calling. Let's get them on some dates with JP, and let's see what happens. All right.
Let's do it.
All right.
We
Appreciate
out.
y'all. Love y'all. And
See you guys next week.
Tuesday.
Have a great week.
See you next week.